The other types of COVID, the original one, are they fading out? Or are they still infecting people? I don't even know, man. What's going on?
I'm curious about that. Yeah. So the original, it's called Ancestral, right? The one that was from Wuhan.
Yeah.
Then you had Alpha, Beta, Delta, Gamma, Alpha, Beta, Delta, and Omicron. Yeah. No, those old ones, Delta, they're gone. I mean, they may be popping around very low levels, but Omicron is so much more infectious.
Yeah.
That Delta just can't compete. And BA1, BA2. So now in South Africa, they have BA4 and 5. That's probably going to start showing up. These things get more and more infectious. These are about the most infectious viruses we've ever seen. So they're just going straight through communities. Like in San Francisco right now, we're having a bad outbreak.
So, but okay, at what point though, right? Do we just think that this is like cold? Like when are we going to be to that level to where it's like, all right, like I got COVID, but I'm going to your birthday party. I got the sniffles, got a little cough, no fever, but it's, it's COVID, dog. Like that's just like this, what, are we ever going to get to that point?
For young, healthy people, if you're not worried about long COVID, sure.
Cool.
But immunocompromised people with cancer, older people who've had transplants, maybe some people with HIV, they're going to have to be more careful, which means their friends are going to have to be careful.
Yeah.
And of course, the cold doesn't give people long COVID. The COVID gives you long COVID. So no one knows what the future is going to be. We can't live in masks and be hermetically sealed forever.
No, we can't.
But this is not the common cold. I don't think it ever will be. So how society figures out this stuff, I don't know.
Yeah. And it's a very complex thing. I think obviously exercise, not being obese, getting sun. I don't know. I'm just probably sound like a broken record, but vitamin D, all those things help. But really just trying to strengthen your immune system, cold showers, sauna, all that stuff, right? Like that's you got to take care of your body, and that's kind of what I've tried to do. I barely get sick, but you do need to be cognizant of others, and it's the tricky part. So it gets really tricky.
That is the tricky part, right? So it's not necessarily about protecting you; it's about protecting your mom and your dad and everyone else, and that's where things get very tricky. Yeah. So avoiding being overweight. If you have high blood pressure, keeping it under control. If you have diabetes, these all things protect you from COVID and long COVID, no question. But I'm still a fan of masks.
Oh, really?
I wear masks everywhere.
Man.
I wear my mask, and they don't bother me. I don't know why. It's just a good thing.
It doesn't bother me at all. But I mean, cloth masks don't fucking work. The little things that I have don't work. No. I'm not like 1,000. I think the M95 is the one mask that works. Right?
They're uncomfortable. Maybe. So the one that's sort of in between is called the KN95. It works pretty good. It's more comfortable. It's more attractive. Mm-hmm. And so a lot of people like me, we wear KN95s. And I wear like the N95, right? Mm-hmm. The Rolls Royce. I'll wear that on airplanes and stuff.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. I don't know. My thing is I don't watch the news. It's too depressing. And I don't know. I just decided a while ago that I'm done with COVID. Like I don't want to hear about it anymore. I just want to continue to go. And I don't know, man. Like I just think for my mental health and that it was just time to try and move on. Because like there's a certain thing that happens when you like we're all going to die. It's inevitable. But I feel like the American media is so hell-bent on like fear mongering. Like I don't think that one can necessarily control. You obviously can wear a mask, wash your hands, all that stuff, but really, there's never been an airborne pathogen that we've ever been able to. We can't cure the cold. Like we're all going to get this. Like it doesn't make sense to me. Like to be afraid of it. I mean, there's so many life is so full of risks that like I just don't have the mental energy anymore to be afraid of like getting sick. I don't know. That's kind of, I have a different way of looking at things. I'm not trying to be offensive or anything, but it's like, it's not, as we talked before, it's like, technically I'm in a very low risk demographic of humans.
Yes.
But I don't know, it's so complicated.
What you just said is not complicated. I agree with everything you said.
Okay, cool.
But you have to make a decision on a few things.
All right.
Right. Do you ride a motorcycle? I don't know.
Oh no, I would love to, but yeah, I got a mom. She's not about that.
Well, riding a motorcycle is not good for your health, but people do it because it's part of who they are, and they wear a helmet. Hopefully, I bike. I wear a helmet. I wear my seatbelt. It's like you have to make these decisions. You go through life. You do things that are risky, but the big decision, to be honest, is to be vaccinated or not, to wear a mask or not, to go indoor dining or not. Those are the kind of like the big decisions. Go to the gym or not for me. Those are like my personal opinion. When there's a surge, like there is in San Francisco, I won't do indoor dining. I won't go to the gym. But when things are calmer, I'll do that, but with a mask on.
Okay, all right. But I got one bit of beef though. Like you walk in, sit down at a restaurant, and then you take your mask off, and then you eat.
Yes.
Like, are you?
That's
but
risky.
like, huh? It's super risky. But like, why wear a mask at all? Like, if you're going to take it off while you're eating, is there an invisible barrier around the table that keeps COVID away? It doesn't make sense to me.
Well, it just makes me feel better, maybe. Hey
man, that's fair. That's fair. I'm glad you admitted it. I love you for that. That is totally fair, dude. If that makes you feel better, and I get it. It's your comfort zone. I get it. That's never made sense to me, but I get it. It's like another thing. If you go to the gym with your mask on and you sweat through it, it's pretty much fucking ineffective after that. Correct?
Well, what the mask there is doing is it's preventing me from spreading droplets everywhere.
Yeah. Okay.
And so there I'm not infecting other people, but I don't want anyone near me in the gym spreading their droplets on me. So when I go to the gym, it's more about, is there ventilation? And, are people wearing masks or not? Right now, people aren't wearing masks in the gym. So I'm not a young, healthy man like you. I'm 60. So I'm staying out of the gym until this gets figured out.
I think that's fair, but are you doing more detriment to yourself by staying out of the gym? No.
I exercise every day. I'm in San Francisco, and I walk up hills every day. So that's what I do for my exercise. I'm trying to stay in shape, but I stay out of the gym. I miss it though. I love the gym.
Yeah. Have you ever been to the Hong Kong Lounge? I'm sorry. Listen, that's the best dim sum I have ever had in my life. Are you a fan of dim sum?
Yes. Where's it at? Downtown Chinatown?
I have just the Hong Kong Lounge, dog. Like, you gotta go there. It is absolutely incredible. Go ahead. What's up, John?
It says that it's on Geary Boulevard in San Francisco.
Yeah, Geary's a main Here goes from one side of San Francisco to the other, so it's probably downtown.
It's 5322. So I'm not.
It's deep.
I'm not familiar with San Francisco.
When the
Does
surge
it have outdoor dining? Because I'm only going if it has outdoor dining.
It does not have outdoor. I don't think so. I don't think so.